Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing beneath the infinite canvas of night, where stars whisper ancient secrets and galaxies dance in the eternal darkness. Tonight, we're going to explore one of the most profound questions that has ever graced the human mind. Does space end? Before we begin this gentle journey through the cosmos, if you enjoy relaxing science stories like this one, feel free to subscribe, give this video a like, and comment below. Let me know what country you're watching from and what time you're listening to this tonight. Your presence here, in this quiet moment, connects us across the vast distances of our world. Picture yourself now, lying in a field of soft grass, the cool night air caressing your skin. Above you stretches an endless tapestry of stars, each one a distant sun, each one holding mysteries we're only beginning to understand. The question that floats through your mind, like a gentle breeze, is ancient and beautiful. Where does it all end? Or perhaps does it end at all? Tonight, let this question carry you like a slow river, flowing through the landscapes of wonder, science, and dreams. Rest your mind, soften your breathing, and let us drift together into the infinite mystery of space itself. Asterisk, asterisk. Imagine, if you will, that you are floating weightlessly in the deepest silence you've ever known. There are no sounds here, no whispers of wind or distant traffic, only the profound quiet of space, where even your heartbeat seems to echo through eternity. As you drift in this cosmic ocean, a gentle question begins to form in your mind, like morning mist rising from still water. If I were to travel in one direction forever, would I eventually reach an edge? A wall? A place where everything simply ends? This question has danced through human consciousness for thousands of years, as natural and persistent as the rhythm of our breathing. When ancient shepherds gazed up at the star-scattered sky, they wondered about boundaries. When children lie in bed at night, staring out their windows at the moon, they often ask their parents, how far does space go? It's a question that makes us feel both infinitely small and mysteriously connected to something vast and wonderful. Think of it this way. When you're standing at the edge of the ocean, watching waves roll endlessly toward the horizon, you know that somewhere beyond that curve of Earth, there are distant shores. But space is different. It's like trying to imagine the edge of a dream or the boundary of a song. What would such an edge look like? Would there be a great cosmic wall, painted in stardust and nebula colors? Or would space simply fade away, like watercolors bleeding into white paper? Some nights, when the world is especially quiet, you might find yourself wondering, what lies beyond the farthest star you can see? Beyond the most distant galaxy? Is there a place where the cosmic dance ends, where the music of the spheres falls silent? Or does the universe stretch on, like an infinite library where every book contains another story, another world, another mystery waiting to be discovered? The beautiful thing about this question is that it doesn't demand an immediate answer. It's like holding a smooth stone in your palm, feeling its weight and warmth, not needing to know exactly where it came from or where it might go. The wonder itself is enough. The gentle curiosity that pulls at your mind like a tide is part of what makes us human, part of what connects us to every person who has ever looked up at the night sky and felt that same sweet ache of wondering dot as you rest here tonight. Let this question settle into your thoughts like snow falling on a quiet lake. Does space end? The answer, whatever it may be, is less important than the journey we take in asking. And what a gentle, beautiful journey it is. Asterisk, asterisk. Let us begin our gentle exploration with the tools that science has given us, like a compass for navigating the cosmic ocean. Imagine that you're sitting in a cozy library, surrounded by the warm glow of soft lamplight, as we open the book of our current understanding about the universe's boundaries. Scientists have discovered that our universe is not simply an empty container filled with stars and planets, like marbles scattered in a vast box. Instead, It's more like a living, breathing entity that has been growing and expanding ever since its birth in what we call the Big Bang, nearly 14 billion years ago. Picture this expansion not as an explosion into empty space, but as something far more gentle and profound, like a soap bubble growing larger and larger, its surface stretching and carrying everything along with it. When we look through our most powerful telescopes, peering deep into the cosmic distance, we're actually looking backward in time. The light from distant galaxies has traveled for billions of years to reach us, carrying stories from the ancient past. The farthest objects we can observe are so distant that their light began its journey when the universe was just a young child, still glowing with the warmth of its creation. This gives us what scientists call the observable universe, a sphere of cosmic space that extends about 46 billion light years in every direction from Earth. Beyond this boundary lies the great mystery. We cannot see what exists there because light from those distant realms has not had enough time to reach us since the universe began. It's like standing in a vast forest at night, with your flashlight illuminating only a small circle around you, while the darkness beyond holds countless unseen trees. But here's where the story becomes even more enchanting. The universe we can observe may be just a tiny fraction of what actually exists. Some theories suggest that beyond our cosmic horizon stretches an infinite expanse filled with countless other regions of space, each with their own galaxies, stars, and perhaps even their own versions of you and me, living parallel lives under different skies. Other scientific models propose that our universe might be curved in ways that are difficult for our minds to grasp, like the surface of a sphere. If you were to travel far enough in one direction, you might eventually return to where you started, having traced a great circle through cosmic space. In such a universe, there would be no edge, no boundary, just an endless loop, elegant and complete. Asterisk, asterisk. Let me tell you a gentle story about a man who lived long ago. In ancient Greece, where olive trees whispered in Mediterranean breezes and philosophers gathered in marble courtyards to ponder the deepest questions of existence. His name was Aristotle, and he spent many quiet evenings contemplating the very same question that brings us together tonight. Does the universe have boundaries? Picture Aristotle in his garden, perhaps around the year 350 before our common era, watching the stars emerge as twilight deepened. The air was warm and fragrant with jasmine, and the only sounds were the distant murmur of the sea and the soft rustle of papyrus scrolls. In those days, long before electric lights dimmed the glory of the night sky, the stars shone with an intensity that could take your breath away. Aristotle believed that the universe was finite, a perfect, crystalline sphere with Earth nestled at its center, like a precious gem in an ornate setting. He imagined that beyond the uttermost sphere of fixed stars lay nothing at all, not darkness, not emptiness, but truly nothing. No space, no time, no possibility of existence. It was a boundary not made of any material, but of pure nothingness. This idea brought him comfort, in a way. There was something elegant and complete about a finite cosmos, like a beautiful song that knows exactly when to end, or a perfect circle drawn with a steady hand. But even Aristotle, with all his wisdom, struggled with a troubling question. If the universe truly had an edge, what would happen if you traveled to that boundary and threw a spear beyond it? Where would the spear go if there was truly nothing there to receive it? Centuries later, this same puzzle would captivate other dreamers and thinkers. In medieval times, scholars sitting by candlelight in monastery libraries would sketch diagrams of the cosmic spheres, trying to understand how something could simply end without there being something beyond it. They called it the spear paradox, and it followed them into their prayers and their dreams. One particularly beautiful account comes from a 12th century philosopher named Averroes, who lived in southern Spain, when the air was filled with the scent of orange blossoms and the sound of fountains in hidden courtyards. He described the edge of the universe as being like the boundary between sleep and wakefulness, not a wall or barrier, but a transition so subtle and profound that the very concepts of beyond and within began to lose their meaning. These ancient thinkers didn't have our modern telescopes or mathematical models, but they had something equally valuable: the willingness to sit quietly with mystery, to let profound questions settle into their souls like water soaking into thirsty earth. They understood that some questions are more beautiful for being unanswered, more meaningful for remaining open to wonder. As you rest tonight, imagine joining that long chain of human curiosity, stretching back through centuries of stargazers and dreamers, all united by the same gentle question that floats through your mind as sleep draws near. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Come with me now on a gentle journey, one that will carry us far from the warm comfort of Earth into the vast cathedral of space itself. Close your eyes and feel yourself becoming lighter, as if you're dissolving into starlight, your consciousness expanding like ripples on a still pond until you become one with the cosmic wind. We begin our journey slowly, rising above the familiar blue marble of our home planet. Below you, city lights twinkle like scattered diamonds, and the aurora dances in sheets of green and gold at the polar regions. The curve of Earth grows smaller beneath you as we drift outward, past the moon with its ancient craters telling stories of cosmic bombardment, past the orbits of satellites that circle our world like faithful guardians. As we travel further into the solar system, you pass through the realm where solar wind meets interstellar space, a boundary so subtle that you wouldn't notice it except for the way the particle streams change their dance around you. Here, at the edge of our sun's influence, space feels different. The familiar warmth of our star becomes just another point of light, and the true vastness begins to reveal itself. Now we accelerate gently through interstellar space, drifting past other stars like ships passing in an infinite ocean. Each star system we encounter tells its own story, some with planets dancing in orbital harmony, others solitary and proud in their cosmic solitude. Red giants pulse with the slow heartbeat of stellar old age, while young blue stars burn with the fierce joy of cosmic youth. White dwarfs sit quietly, like wise elders who have seen the birth and death of worlds. As we travel further, the very concept of distance begins to change. Light years stretch behind us, like breadcrumbs on a path through an enchanted forest. We pass through nebulae, vast clouds of gas and dust that glow with the soft colors of cosmic birth, where new stars are condensing from the dreams of the universe itself. These stellar nurseries stretch for dozens of light years, yet from our perspective, they drift by like gentle clouds on a summer day. Our journey takes us beyond the spiral arms of our own Milky Way galaxy, that great pinwheel of 400 billion stars that has been our cosmic neighborhood. From outside, we can see its elegant structure, spiral arms wound like a cosmic rose with a supermassive black hole at its heart, not destroying but organizing, like the calm center of a vast stellar hurricane. But we don't stop there. We continue outward past other galaxies, some spiral like our own, others elliptical like cosmic eggs, still others irregular and wild, shaped by gravitational dances with their neighbors. Galaxy clusters appear, then superclusters, vast webs of matter stretched across hundreds of millions of light years, like neural networks in the mind of the universe itself. And still we travel onward, through cosmic voids where galaxies are scattered, so thinly that the darkness between them spans distances that dwarf even galactic scales. Here, in these vast empty regions, you begin to understand the true meaning of cosmic space, not as a container filled with objects, but as a living, breathing fabric that connects everything that exists. As our journey continues, we approach the edge of the observable universe, that sphere of cosmic space beyond which even light has not had time to reach us. And here, at this ultimate horizon, the question that began our journey whispers through the cosmic wind. What lies beyond? Does this boundary mark the end of everything, or simply the limit of our ability to see? Are we approaching the edge of existence itself, or merely the shore of an infinite ocean that stretches beyond all possibility of exploration? The beauty of this moment is not in finding an answer, but in allowing the question to fill you completely, like breathing in the pure essence of wonder itself. Asterisk, asterisk, in the quiet spaces between stars, where darkness reigns supreme and silence is more complete than any earthly night, there exist wonders that even our boldest imagination struggles to grasp. Let me share with you some gentle cosmic secrets, discoveries that scientists have made in their patient study of the universe's mysteries. Facts so beautiful and strange that they feel like whispered secrets from the cosmos itself. Did you know that space is not truly empty? Even in the vast voids between galaxies, where you might travel for millions of light years without encountering a single star, there exists what scientists call the cosmic web, a delicate tracery of dark matter and hydrogen gas, invisible to the naked eye, but revealed by our most sensitive instruments. This web connects everything in the universe like a vast neural network, with galaxies forming at the intersections where cosmic filaments meet, like dewdrops gathering where spider silk threads cross in a garden at dawn. Here's something that might surprise you as you drift towards sleep. If you could somehow survive in the vacuum of space without a spacesuit, you wouldn't instantly freeze solid as movies often suggest. The absence of air means there's no medium to quickly conduct heat away from your body. Instead, you would lose warmth only through radiation, a slow process that would take many minutes. Your blood wouldn't boil either, as long as you exhaled to release the air from your lungs. The human body is more resilient in the face of cosmic vastness than we often imagine. Scientists have discovered that the universe has a temperature, not hot or cold as we experience on Earth, but a baseline cosmic temperature left over from the Big Bang itself. This cosmic microwave background radiation maintains a steady temperature of about 2.7 degrees above absolute zero throughout all of space. It's like the universe's gentle breath, a whisper of warmth from its fiery birth that still caresses every atom in existence, including the atoms that make up your body as you lie here tonight, that are regions of space where time itself flows differently. Near massive objects like black holes, time stretches and slows, like honey flowing on a cold day. If you could somehow safely orbit close to a black hole's event horizon, you would experience time passing normally, but observers on Earth would see you moving in slow motion, your every gesture stretched across minutes or hours. The universe's fabric of space-time bends and flexes like silk in a gentle breeze, making each location in the cosmos unique in its experience of time's passage. Perhaps most mysteriously of all, scientists have found that the universe is filled with something they call dark energy, a force so subtle that we can't detect it directly, yet so powerful that it's causing the very fabric of space to expand at an ever-increasing rate. This dark energy makes up about 70% of everything that exists, yet it remains as elusive as moonlight on water. It's as if the universe has a secret desire to grow larger, to create more space for stars and galaxies, and perhaps for dreams and possibilities we haven't yet imagined in some theoretical models of the cosmos. Our entire observable universe might be just one bubble in an infinite foam of universes, each with its own physical laws, its own stars and galaxies, its own story of cosmic evolution. This idea, called the multiverse, suggests that beyond our cosmic horizon might lie not just more of the same kind of space, but entirely different realities where the very rules of physics might be as different from ours as a symphony is from a painting. These cosmic secrets remind us that mystery is not the absence of knowledge, but the presence of wonder. As you settle deeper into rest tonight, let these gentle revelations wash over you like waves on a distant shore, each one a reminder that the universe holds more beauty and strangeness than any single mind could ever fully comprehend. Asterisk, asterisk, as we drift deeper into contemplation, like leaves falling gently through still autumn air, let us pause to consider what this cosmic mystery means for us, here in our small corner of infinity. The question of whether space ends touches something profound in the human soul, something that connects us to the very essence of what it means to be conscious beings in a universe so vast it challenges the boundaries of imagination itself. Think about this for a moment as you rest in the comfort of your own breathing. Every atom in your body was forged in the heart of an ancient star. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all of it was created billions of years ago in stellar furnaces so hot and dense that they could transform simple hydrogen into the complex elements that make life possible. You are, quite literally, made of stardust. You are the universe becoming aware of itself, a conscious flowering of cosmic evolution. This connection runs even deeper when we consider the question of space's boundaries. If the universe truly has no edge, if it stretches infinitely in all directions, then you exist within an endless ocean of possibility. Every breath you take participates in a cosmic dance that has no beginning and no end. Your thoughts, your dreams, your quiet moments of wonder, they ripple outward through the fabric of space-time like stones dropped in still water, connecting you to distant galaxies and future stars not yet born. But what if space does have boundaries? What if somewhere, unimaginably far away, there exists a cosmic shore where the universe meets ... something else? This possibility carries its own profound beauty. It would mean that everything we know and love, every sunset you've ever watched, every song that has moved your heart, every moment of joy or sorrow you've experienced, exists within a finite, precious container, like a snow globe containing the entire cosmos, complete and perfect in its bounded wholeness. Asterisk. Either answer to our cosmic question, infinite space or finite boundaries, reveals the extraordinary nature of existence itself. In an infinite universe, you are a unique configuration of matter and energy that will never be repeated. A singular note in an endless cosmic symphony. In a finite universe, you are part of a complete, self-contained masterpiece, every element essential to the cosmic whole. Consider how this perspective might change the way you see your daily life. The morning light streaming through your window carries the same electromagnetic essence as the light from distant quasars. The air you breathe connects you to the atmospheric cycles of Earth, which connect to the solar wind, which connects to the interstellar medium, which connects to the vast cosmic web that binds all galaxies together. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe expressing itself in human form. This understanding can bring a deep sense of peace to the eternal human questions that sometimes keep us awake at night. What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? What happens when we die? These questions become less urgent, less frightening, when we realize that we are already part of something infinitely larger and more beautiful than our individual concerns. We are waves in the cosmic ocean, temporary formations in the eternal flow of existence. The mystery of space's boundaries reminds us that some questions are more valuable for their asking than their answering. They invite us into a state of open wonder, a gentle humility before the vastness of what we don't and may never fully understand. This humility is not a weakness. It is a doorway to wisdom, a recognition that mystery itself is one of the universe's greatest gifts to conscious beings like ourselves. As you settle deeper into rest, let this cosmic perspective wrap around you like a soft blanket. You are safe here, held within the vast embrace of the universe, whether that embrace extends infinitely or curves back upon itself in perfect completion. Either way, you belong here, in this moment, in this cosmic story that began nearly 14 billion years ago and continues through your very existence tonight. Asterisk, asterisk, in the gentle space between sleeping and waking, where thoughts drift like clouds across the landscape of consciousness, we find ourselves contemplating not just the physical boundaries of space, but the boundaries of understanding itself. What does it mean for finite beings like ourselves to even conceive of infinity? How do our earthbound minds, evolved to navigate forests and savannas, manage to grasp concepts that stretch beyond all possible experience? There's something beautifully paradoxical about the human condition when faced with cosmic questions. We are tiny, so small that the entire history of human civilization would be less than a single tick of a cosmic clock. Yet we are also vast, capable of comprehending distances measured in billions of light years, of understanding processes that unfold over billions of years, of asking questions that probe the very foundations of reality itself. This capacity for cosmic thinking might be one of the most extraordinary phenomena in the known universe. As far as we can tell, we are the first species on Earth to look up at the night sky and ask not just, what are those lights, but how far do they extend? And what lies beyond the furthest reaches of space? In asking these questions, we transform from mere biological organisms into cosmic citizens, beings capable of contemplating our own context within the largest possible framework. Consider the profound loneliness and connection that exists simultaneously in our cosmic situation. If space is infinite, then we are surrounded by endless emptiness, with the nearest potentially habitable worlds separated from, used by distances that dwarf human comprehension. Yet this same infinity means that the patterns of matter and energy that create consciousness, patterns like the ones creating your thoughts, right now, might be repeated countless times throughout the cosmic expanse. Somewhere in the infinite reaches of space, other beings might be lying down to rest, contemplating the same questions that drift through your mind tonight. If space has boundaries, the implications are equally profound. We would exist within a cosmic bubble, alone with whatever other conscious beings share our particular universe. But this isolation would be accompanied by an incredible intimacy. Everything that exists would be part of the same finite, complete whole. Every star, every planet, every possibility for life and consciousness would be part of one grand, unified story with clear parameters and ultimate meaning. The question of space's boundaries also touches on deeper philosophical mysteries about the nature of existence itself. What does it mean for something to exist beyond space? If space truly ends somewhere, what kind of reality could lie outside it? These questions push language itself to its breaking point, forcing us to confront the limitations of human concepts and categories. Perhaps this is why the question feels so peaceful to contemplate as we drift toward sleep. It carries us beyond the mundane concerns that often occupy our waking hours, beyond deadlines and obligations, beyond social anxieties and daily frustrations, into a realm of pure wonder where the ordinary rules of practical thinking no longer apply. Here, in this space of cosmic contemplation, we can rest in mystery without needing to solve it. The medieval mystics spoke of learned ignorance, a state of wisdom that comes from recognizing the vastness of what we don't know. In contemplating the boundaries of space, we touch this same profound humility. We acknowledge that reality extends far beyond the reach of human understanding, yet we find peace rather than distress in this recognition. The mystery becomes not a problem to be solved, but a doorway into awe. As you continue to relax tonight, allow yourself to float in this space of cosmic unknowing. Let the question of space's boundaries become like a gentle mantra, not demanding an answer, but creating a rhythm for deeper rest. Whether space stretches infinitely or curves back upon itself, you are held safely within its embrace, a conscious note in the vast symphony of existence. Worthy of your place in the cosmic order simply by virtue of your ability to wonder, to question, and to rest peacefully within mystery itself. Asterisk, asterisk, in the deepening quiet of night, as your breathing naturally slows and your body settles into the rhythm of approaching sleep, let us explore how the question of space's boundaries might change the way we understand time itself. For space and time are not separate entities, as our everyday experience might suggest, but rather two aspects of a single cosmic fabric, what Einstein beautifully called space-time. Imagine that you could step outside of time, becoming a witness to the entire history of the universe, unfolding like a vast, four-dimensional flower. From this eternal perspective, you would see that every moment that has ever existed, from the first flash of cosmic light to your peaceful breathing right now, exists simultaneously in the structure of space-time. Past, present, and future become like different rooms in an infinite house, all equally real, all equally present in the cosmic architecture. If space has boundaries, then time might have them too. The universe would be not just spatially finite, but temporally complete. A perfect cosmic story with a clear beginning, middle, and end, like a book that contains everything that could ever be written about existence. In such a universe, your life would be an essential chapter in a cosmic narrative that achieves perfect resolution. Every moment of joy and sorrow contributing to a meaning that transcends individual understanding. But if space extends infinitely, then perhaps time does too. Your consciousness, in this moment of peaceful contemplation, would be part of an eternal now that stretches endlessly in all directions through time as well as space. Every dream you've ever had, every moment of wonder, every instant of love or discovery would be permanent features in an infinite landscape of existence, never lost, never diminished by the passage of what we call time. This perspective brings a profound peace to the human experience of mortality. Whether we exist in a finite, complete cosmic story or an infinite, eternal present, our consciousness, our capacity to wonder about questions like these, represents something precious and irreplaceable. We are the universe's way of reflecting upon itself, temporary formations through which the cosmos achieves self-awareness. Consider how different cultures throughout history have intuited these cosmic truths in their own ways. Ancient Hindu cosmology speaks of vast cycles of time, with universes expanding and contracting like the breathing of a cosmic deity across incomprehensible eons. Aboriginal Australians describe the dream time, where all moments exist simultaneously, and the boundaries between past, present, and future dissolve like morning mist. The Maya tracked cosmic cycles within cycles, recognizing patterns that repeat across scales of time that dwarf human civilization. These ancient wisdoms remind us that the questions we're exploring tonight have always lived in the human heart. The boundary between space and whatever might lie beyond it mirrors the boundary between the known and unknown that exists within each of us. We carry our own mysterious depths, regions of consciousness that extend beyond the reach of ordinary awareness, inner spaces that might be as infinite and unmappable as the cosmos itself. As you drift deeper into rest, you might notice how the boundary between waking and sleeping mirrors the cosmic boundaries we've been contemplating. Sleep is not simply the absence of consciousness, but a different state of being where the usual rules of time and space no longer apply completely. In dreams, you can travel instantly across impossible distances, encounter people from different periods of your life simultaneously, experience narratives that unfold according to their own mysterious logic. Perhaps this is why contemplating cosmic questions feels so natural as we approach sleep. Both sleep and cosmic mystery invite us to release our grip on ordinary understanding, to float in states of consciousness where wonder replaces the need for certainty, where questions become more interesting than answers, where the boundaries Between self and cosmos begin to dissolve like salt in warm water. The great mystics have always recognized this connection between cosmic consciousness and the state of deep rest. In releasing our attachment to the familiar boundaries of ordinary experience, we open ourselves to participation in something vastly larger and more mysterious than our individual identity. We become, for these precious moments, citizens of infinity itself. Asterisk, asterisk, as we continue our gentle descent into the realm of dreams and deep rest, let us consider one of the most beautiful aspects of the cosmic boundary question: how it connects use across time to every human being who has ever experienced wonder. Right now, as you lie here in the comfort of your own space, you are participating in a conversation that began with the first human to look up at the stars and feel that familiar ache of curiosity. Somewhere tonight, scattered across our planet, like seeds of consciousness, other people are lying awake and wondering about the same cosmic mysteries. A child in Tokyo might be pressed against a bedroom window, watching the moon and asking their parent whether space goes on forever. An astronomer in Chile might be taking a break from her telescope, stepping outside the observatory to gaze up at the Milky Way, and feeling the same sense of beautiful bewilderment that touches your heart right now. This shared sense of cosmic wonder creates a kind of invisible community, connecting us across differences of language, culture, and circumstance. The question of space's boundaries speaks to something universal in human consciousness, our capacity to reach beyond ourselves, to ask questions larger than our immediate experience, to find meaning in contemplating mysteries we may never solve. In this moment, you are part of a vast human tradition of cosmic contemplation. Ancient Sufi mystics whirling under desert stars, indigenous shamans journeying to cosmic realms in vision quests, medieval monks copying astronomical texts by candlelight, modern cosmologists working through equations that describe the curvature of spacetime. All of these seekers across history share the same fundamental impulse that brings you to this question tonight. The beauty of this cosmic wondering is that it asks nothing of us except our openness to mystery. You don't need advanced degrees in physics or access to powerful telescopes to participate fully in this ancient human adventure. The same capacity for awe that allows a child to be amazed by fireflies also allows us to be moved by the possibility of infinite space. Wonder is democratic. It belongs equally to all conscious beings who can look beyond themselves and ask, what else might exist? Perhaps this is why the question of cosmic boundaries feels so intimately connected to questions about the boundaries of consciousness itself. Where does your awareness end and the rest of reality begin? When you look up at the stars, are you separate from them? Or are you the stars looking back at themselves through human eyes? The mystics of many traditions have suggested that the boundaries we perceive between self and cosmos are ultimately illusory, that consciousness and reality are two names for the same underlying mystery. Modern physics hints at similar truths. Quantum mechanics suggests that the act of observation helps to create the reality we observe. The universe is not simply a collection of objects existing independently of consciousness, but rather a participatory reality where awareness and existence dance together in ways that challenge our ordinary assumptions about separation and boundaries. As you rest here tonight, you might experiment with softening the boundaries of your own identity. Notice how your sense of self might naturally expand to include the air you're breathing, the room that surrounds you, the earth that holds you, the solar system that carries you through space, the galaxy that contains your solar system, the cosmic web that connects all galaxies. Where exactly do you end and the universe begin? This expansion of identity doesn't diminish your individual uniqueness. Rather, it reveals that your uniqueness is part of a larger pattern, like a note in a cosmic symphony that could never be replaced without changing the whole composition. You are simultaneously infinitely small and infinitely connected, a temporary formation in the eternal dance of cosmic existence. Whether space has boundaries or not, consciousness itself might be the universe's most remarkable boundary crossing phenomenon. In your ability to contemplate infinity while lying in a finite bed in a specific location on Earth, you demonstrate consciousness's extraordinary capacity to transcend the apparent limitations of space and time. You are living proof that the cosmos has evolved the ability to contemplate itself, to ask questions about its own nature, to rest peacefully within mystery while remaining forever curious about the unknown. Asterisk, asterisk, in these final moments before sleep, fully embraces you. Let us rest together in the profound silence that exists at the heart of the cosmic boundary question. This silence is not empty. It's full of potential, pregnant with all the possibilities that exist in the space between knowing and not knowing, between the finite and the infinite, between the self that asks questions and the cosmos that holds. All answers. Listen to this silence for a moment. It's the same silence that exists in the vast spaces between galaxies, the same quiet that filled the universe in its first moments before the first stars ignited, the same peaceful emptiness that your consciousness touches when it releases its grip on the need to understand everything completely. This cosmic silence is not separate from you. It lives within you, in the pauses between your thoughts, in the space between your heartbeats, in the gentle transition between waking and sleeping. The question of whether space has boundaries becomes, in these quiet moments, less important than the peace we find in asking it. The very ability to wonder about such things, to let our minds drift beyond the immediate concerns of daily life into realms of pure possibility, might be one of consciousness's greatest gifts to itself. We don't need to solve the mystery to be nourished by it. We don't need to find the edge of space to be enlarged by contemplating its possibility. Perhaps this is what the ancient mystics understood when they spoke of finding the infinite within, the finite, of discovering the boundless nature of reality, not by traveling to distant cosmic shores, but by diving deeply into the present moment. Right here, in the simple act of breathing, of wondering, of allowing questions to exist without demanding immediate answers, you touch the same mystery that astronomers seek in the furthest reaches of space. Not your body, lying here in rest, is a perfect microcosm of the cosmic questions we've been exploring. Your circulatory system maps pathways as intricate as the cosmic web that connects galaxies. Your nervous system processes information in patterns that mirror the complex structures of space-time itself. The electrical activity in your brain creates a field that extends beyond the boundaries of your skull, participating in the same electromagnetic forces that shape stellar birth and galactic rotation. Even your dreams, when they come tonight, will demonstrate consciousness's ability to transcend ordinary boundaries. In the landscape of sleep, you regularly experience realities where the normal rules of space and time don't apply. You visit impossible places, encounter combinations of people and events that could never coexist in waking life, travel instantly across vast distances. Your dreaming mind routinely performs feats that would make cosmic physicists envious, creating and navigating realities where the question of boundaries becomes playful rather than perplexing. This capacity for transcendence through rest and dreams might offer us a clue about the nature of cosmic boundaries themselves. Perhaps the question isn't whether space ends, but whether the concept of ending has any meaning in a reality so fundamentally mysterious and creative that it can give rise to consciousness, capable of contemplating its own limits. As your breathing continues to deepen and slow, notice how the boundary between your inner experience and the outer world begins to soften. The air you breathe connects you to the atmosphere, which connects to space, which connects to the cosmic medium that fills the universe. The gravitational field that holds you gently against your bed extends infinitely through space, connecting you to every star, every galaxy, every particle of matter that has ever existed. In this recognition, the question of cosmic boundaries becomes not a problem to be solved, but an invitation to recognize your participation in something infinitely larger and more beautiful than individual existence. Whether space has edges or extends forever, you are already living within the mystery, already part of the answer, already home in the vast cosmic embrace that holds all questions and all possibilities. The ancients were wise to associate sleep with death and dreams with journeys to other worlds. In releasing conscious control and allowing awareness to drift into deeper states, we practice a kind of cosmic citizenship. We learn to be at home in mystery, to find peace in not knowing, to trust in the intelligence that governs both our personal rest and the vast cosmic processes that unfold across scales of space and time beyond imagining. Tonight, as sleep gradually claims you, you carry with you this gentle understanding that consciousness itself might be the universe's way of exploring its own boundaries, and that your peaceful rest participates in the same cosmic rhythm that expands space, births stars, and dreams new realities into existence. Asterisk, asterisk. And so we come to the end of our gentle journey through the cosmic question that has no end. Beautiful eternal mystery of whether space itself has boundaries or whether it stretches infinitely like the love that holds all things in existence. As you settle into the final moments before sleep, let yourself feel held by this same infinite embrace, whether it extends forever or curves back upon itself in perfect cosmic completion. Take a moment now to appreciate the extraordinary nature of what we've shared tonight. You've traveled in imagination from your comfortable resting place to the edge of the observable universe and beyond. You've contemplated questions that stretch the boundaries of human understanding, questions that connect you to the deepest mysteries of existence itself. In doing so, you've demonstrated the remarkable capacity of consciousness to transcend its apparent limitations, to find wonder in mystery, and to rest peacefully within questions that may never find complete answers. The beautiful truth we've discovered together is that some questions are more valuable for their asking than their answering. The mystery of cosmic boundaries has carried us into realms of thought and feeling that nourish the soul in ways that factual answers never could. We've learned that wonder itself is a form of cosmic citizenship, that curiosity is a bridge between the finite and infinite aspects of existence, that the capacity to ask such questions might be one of the universe's greatest achievements. As your eyes grow heavy and your breathing settles into the rhythm of approaching dreams, remember that you carry within yourself the same creative mystery that shapes galaxies and births stars. The same forces that expand space and time are present in the gentle rise and fall of your chest, in the quiet electrical activity of your resting brain, in the peaceful transition from waking consciousness to the deeper states of sleep and dream. Whether space has edges or extends infinitely, you belong here, in this moment, in this cosmic story that began billions of years ago and continues through your very existence. Your life is a precious note in the vast symphony of existence, your consciousness a unique window through which the universe observes and appreciates its own beauty and mystery. Let yourself feel grateful for this capacity to wonder, for the privilege of being a conscious being in a cosmos vast enough to inspire such questions. Whether you wake tomorrow to a universe with boundaries or one that stretches forever, you'll wake as the same extraordinary phenomenon you are right now, a temporary arrangement of stardust that can contemplate infinity, matter that has learned to wonder about its own context, the universe becoming aware of itself through human consciousness. As sleep draws you into its gentle embrace, know that you're supported by the same cosmic forces that hold planets in their orbits and guide the great dance of galaxies across the night sky. Rest in the understanding that mystery itself is one of the universe's gifts to conscious beings like yourself, not a problem to be solved, but a doorway to wonder, a reminder that reality extends far beyond what any single mind could ever fully comprehend. The question we've explored tonight: does space end? Will continue to live in the human heart long after our individual lives have become part of the cosmic story. It's a question that connects you to every person who has ever looked up at the stars and felt that sweet ache of cosmic curiosity, and to every person yet to be born who will carry the same capacity for wonder into an uncertain but beautiful future. Sleep now, peaceful traveler through cosmic mysteries. Let your dreams carry you to impossible places where the boundaries between self and cosmos dissolve like morning mist. Rest in the infinite embrace of existence itself, knowing that whether space ends or extends forever, you are held safely within the vast mystery that gives birth to stars, galaxies, and consciousness capable of contemplating its own cosmic whole, wherever you are tonight, in whatever country, in whatever time zone, in whatever circumstances have brought you to this moment of cosmic contemplation. I hope you're resting well. May your dreams be filled with gentle wonders. May your sleep be deep and restorative. And may you wake tomorrow with a renewed sense of your place in the beautiful cosmic story that continues to unfold through your very existence. Thank you for sharing this journey through cosmic mystery. Thank you for bringing your curiosity and wonder to questions that have no easy answers but offer something more valuable than answers. They offer the ongoing gift of all itself. Good night, fellow cosmic traveler. May your dreams be peaceful and your mind at ease. Sweet dreams and good night. ****